Why does the black man serve the white man? Why does everything the black man do benefit the white man? Why does the black man say freedom is doing what I want to do? And why is it that everything he wants to do enriches the European?
Welcome to the desert of the real.
And that's how I feel about it when it comes to racism. If you can't see this cap situation for what it really is, like I confronted my coworker last week. I told him, I said, hey, man, let's just have an honest conversation. You just come out and straight up and tell me that you got a problem with that rich black guy not doing what he told to do by the owner. He ain't coming out there like the rest of his teammates. Let's just start there with an honest conversation. I can accept that. But don't hide behind the flag and all that. We've proven that. It ain't about the flag. Mm-hmm. Ain't about the flag. We know that for a fact. Ain't about patriotism. None of that. And nobody's even getting mad about the paid patriotism by the teams themselves. Nobody's even talking about that. They all should be about it. All of them should be sitting down. I mean, yeah, and that's what I love about the show. Everybody should be sitting down. Say what?
What'd your coworker say? Did he have any?
Oh, when I told him that he didn't have no response. I mean, when you face with the facts, I mean, you know, other than just coming out and admitting it, it was nothing he could say. He was just like, well, you know, I hate the Steelers and, you know, I burned the jersey. And I said, dude, there was 4 other teams that didn't come out the locker room that exact same day, and you didn't mention none of the other 4 teams. You just mentioned Tomlinson. You act like he spearheaded it, and that was the only team who did it. I said, there's 4 other teams that did it. I said, there you go again, focusing on just black. I said, just admit it, dude. You know, I'm not going to, you know, shrink or, you know, get upset. Just admit it.
They don't even have to admit it to me.
No, he didn't have to. I know it. Like, that's what I said. I'm at peace with it now because I'm too trying to convince people. Yeah, I'm through trying to convince people of stuff that I know they know what's going on, and I wish more black people, Holip, would take me in your position. I'm sick and tired of seeing black people on talking head news networks sitting up there arguing with people that don't give a damn about them. Exactly. That makes no sense at all. You are wasting your time with that. You make yourself look ignorant when you're sitting up there trying to prove something to a person that don't give 2 damn words about what you're saying before you even came in the room.
Yeah, it's like sometimes you play yourself by being engaged in the argument itself. You playing yourself just by going according to the narrative that people set up. It's like when I hear people, like I said, the whole Black Lives Matter movement, the reason why Black Lives Matter is so offensive is because people are saying Black Lives Matter. That's it, and you're a racist fuck who disagrees. Because you don't believe that black people are even people. You don't believe that they're equal.
Got co-opted.
So there it is.
That got co-opted too. Now that got turned into the LBGT pride movement by 3 black gay sisters. Mm-hmm. I'm like, I don't care if they gay. You know what I mean? What does that got to do with the unequal treatment when a black person get pulled over and a white person get pulled over?
Mm-hmm.
I don't care if they gay or whatever. They get, you know, if they get shot, you're getting shot just the same. But as usual, every time something happens, it gets co-opted, it gets turned into something else, and you got all these black people just follow along. Like, you know what? First we started out marching down the street talking about black rights. Now, 2 hours later, we talking about rights for dogs. Like, where did this happen? So,
you know what it is, man? It's like they've turned the so-called struggle into a fetish. That's all it is. It's not like people are trying to find solutions to any problems or trying to come to any understandings. What they want to do is bitch and moan and complain. That's why there is such a thing as racial identity politics. Like if you want an example of racial identity politics, take a look at that. What's that? CNBC host Joy Reid, that black woman. She's like the queen of racial identity politics. Because the moment you come up and give her an argument, then it's, that's because I'm black. Come on, man. Don't use that. Don't use our struggle as a fucking punchline.
Right. She plays that part so well. I don't know what her salary is, but I know she's making good money to play that role.
Good money.
They reward ignorant niggas like that.
If you go against me, it's because I'm a woman and you're sexist. It's like, come on, man. Come on.
If you
that means that you've lost the argument.
Right.
She took Melissa Harris Curry's job.
Yeah. Because I guess Melissa wasn't cooning hard enough.
I don't want to see no more marches. Let me know what your credit score is before you start talking about let's go on a march. And the reason why I'm asking what your credit score is, because all jokes aside, if it's 200 people and all of them got a median score of 715 and we all bank with the same bank, and Holip or Rob comes in and say, hey, I want to take out a small business loan. I got my plans for the first 2 years presented right here, and I want to take out a small business loan. And I got 188 other members that bank here. They got good credit, and they all can vouch for me. That's power. Just marching down the street, going past the bank, ain't doing nothing other than the police saying, hey, get on the other side of the street and take that in your own neighborhood.
Well, I'm going to tell you something, man, and no one can accuse me of being politically correct. Because I'm going to say something that not a lot of people really have the balls to say. Puerto Rico can deal with Puerto Rico. Don't come to me with crying tears about what Trump is doing for Puerto Rico, because nobody comes and defends us and takes our back on jack shit. So if you are feeling the butt end of President Trump's racism and xenophobia or whatever, hey, you deal with that shit. I ain't shedding one fucking tear for what's going on in Puerto Rico. Sorry. Don't care. I care about as much going on in Puerto Rico as people care about black folks getting killed by the police in this country.
That's fair.
Agreed.
Fair.
I ain't mad at you.
No, because I mean, it's
that's why I ain't sharing that. I ain't sharing no memes. Because I seen like this lady giving some impassioned speech in Congress. I ain't sharing that shit. Y'all share it amongst each other. Don't care.
And the piggyback on what you're saying, great point, Brother Holip, is that, and the reason why you're saying that is because when black people start giving hope for other causes and everything, it gets redirected and all resource and everything goes into that.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Every time.
But Colin Kaepernick can't take a knee without there being blowback galore. So, you know what, like I said, I don't know how many times I can say it, but fuck America.
Mm-hmm. And when people have a chance to stand with us, they choose not to.
Right. Like the NFL.
Yeah.
The NFL wants to go against, like, make it seem, and that's why that whole thing against Trump was so hilarious. Y'all making it seem as if you against Trump. In the meantime, you trying to attempt to pass policies that basically agree with everything that Trump said.
Mm-hmm.
So who you really against? You're a bunch of rich white men, and you against Trump? Really? Really?
I was going to say, let's not work.
It's like I think 8 owners who put money towards his campaign. The New York Jets owner, he made an ambassador.
The hypocrisy is just so thick that I can't even. Like that's why most of the time, like people ask me, how come you don't do a lot of videos? Because a lot of times I feel like I'm repeating myself, and there's a lot of things that there's really nothing for me to even talk about. To be honest with you, because it's the same old shit. And I'm not into the complaining politics. I'm not into the outrage machine. You know, like where you just in a constant state of outrage all the time. I don't have time for that. I have a life. I'm trying to enjoy it. You know, you got a limited amount of time on this earth. I ain't going to be, you know, losing my mind and catching ulcers over what's happening to black people until I'm in the grave. I want to have some type of fun.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
And
trying to enjoy myself and trying to live the rest of my life. You know, and it's hard because you in the belly of the beast, where I can be killed at any time.
That's true.
Just because I'm black. Just because, you know, some person just looks at the color of my skin and don't like me based on absolutely nothing but their insecurities. And not only can you kill me, but you can get away with it. And black folks are just supposed to live with injustice woven into the fabric of our reality, not protest, not do, just shut up and take what I give you, nigga. Well, guess what?
That's the way it is, buddy.
Guess what? Fuck you. Fuck your country. Fuck your butthurt emotions over me saying fuck your country. And that's that. If you don't like me, guess what? I don't like you. I'm not going to sit up here and take this high road. Or like that's the point that I've always made, and nobody's ever really addressed this. Black folks hating people is supposed to be a third rail. That's like an extinction level event. Black folks ain't supposed to hate nobody. No matter how much you hate us, we supposed to just smile and take the bigger road and the higher road, because if we hate somebody, then the world is going to spin off its axis. Cats going to start playing with dogs. There's going to be Mad Max people riding down the highway. It's just going to be total chaos if black people hate people. But people can hate us, and none of that shit happens.
Right.
So it's okay for you to hate us, and the world just keeps on spinning. But God forbid we hate you. Then, oh, shit, what the fuck is going on? Yo, play that shit with somebody else, man. You ain't going to have me playing by a different set of rules than the whole world is playing by. If you hate your enemies, I hate mine. Ain't nobody gave no group hug to Osama bin Laden.
Obama becomes president.
Ain't nobody saying let's get along with the Taliban and Al-Qaeda. Nobody's telling people when you have your enemy, you are totally justified in hating them and killing them.
Yep. Yeah.
But then you expect me to play by some fucking monk rules when it comes to you? Fuck you.
Like Obama becomes president, and there's like 38 million guns sold. Like people just was out buying guns like they was giving away for free or something. Now let black people go out and buy 38 million guns. I guarantee you them gun laws will be passed instantly that very day. Like,
if you want to pass gun laws, all you got to do is get black people guns, and then the NRA will be all for gun control.
Exactly.
Y'all can't do that. It should be a 2-gun limit.
Name a black kid. You remember when Arnold Schwarzenegger, when they did the Terminator? Right. Arnold Schwarzenegger went into a police precinct and killed every cop in it.
Yep.
Name one black movie that could have got away with that.
None.
A black man going to a police department and killing every cop?
Nah.
Whether he was a robot or not. Don't try to play that trick. Let it be a black android or cyborg try to do that shit. You think that would have went down?
Nope.
You don't want the image of that even happening. Like I said, the hypocrisy is so thick you can cut it, man. It's like, and that's why black folks need to learn to stop playing by the rules that people set out for you and play by the rules that everybody else is playing by. Don't act like you some different animal, you know what I'm saying, and trying to play by some, like this old turn the other cheek bullshit. Ain't nobody else in the world turning the other cheek but you.
Right.
United States ain't turned no cheek with Iraq and Iran and all of them, Al-Qaeda, Taliban, Kim Jong-un, they turning the other cheek with them?
Nope.
But yet they expect you to take injustice and just live with it. Just live with it. Don't say nothing. Don't you say nothing, nigga. As a matter of fact, the Colin Kaepernick didn't even say anything. So it's not only not say anything, don't do anything either. Don't say or do anything. Just take what I give you and like it. Smile. Fuck you. You may get other people to do that shit. You ain't going to get me to do it.
It was war they wanted and war they got, but they wilted in the heat with my